but the reality is that he kind of like breaks through and realizes the fake love and that he's a singularity. He's singular. But then he puts on the mask, but then the black tear comes out. I'm not sure if it's supposed to represent like toxicity or like one of the many masks that I wear, but I'm still the real me. I put on the mask even though I know that it's all fake. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are going back to throwback BTS, although it's starting to feel less and less like a throwback because a lot of the music videos we already checked out, and my reaction is more of a throwback now because even though the order of all of these music videos is kind of correct, I'm skipping a few songs obviously because we already checked them out. And if you want to check out the original reactions to some of the stuff that we missed, like Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Not Today, DNA, Mic Drop, check out the playlist somewhere up there. Which includes tons of BTS and BTS related reactions like solo activities and all that kind of stuff. We're starting off with Come Back Home, moving on to an 8, nearly 9-minute video with BTS Euphoria theme of Love Yourself, Wonder. And then we're going to finish off this reaction with Love Yourself, Singularity, comeback trailer. Tear Singularity or Tear Singularity comeback trailer, which is one of the most viewed trailers I think I've ever seen. Like, holy shit. We're checking out Come Back Home. Now, this song is surprisingly, seemingly not receiving a lot of love. I'm seeing a lot of comments. The original video actually doesn't have English captions on, so I had to go on for Love K-pop subs to their channel to check out the English subs. And it seems like there's a lot of comments that just, I don't know if it's because this is a cover or like a reimagining of an older song, if I'm not mistaken, that BTS kind of like remade and participated in the lyrics in writing or rewriting the lyrics. I'm not sure what it is that is getting some hate when it comes to the song, but I'm really, really excited. If anything, it made me more excited to check it out. So without further ado, let's get into it. Why does this guy look like the villain from the Uncanny Counter? Like he also has like a hoodie on and like similar buzz cut and all that kind of stuff. Like the level 3 evil spirit. I'm currently in the process of watching that show on Patreon, but he kind of looks similar. Oh. I'm hangry, nice. Angry and hungry. Oh. Oh. Hills. This beat is nasty. Damn. I'm getting some, from her visuals, I'm getting some Requiem for a Dream vibes. Very dark. Ooh. I legitimately expected like to be like, oh, Drake, started from the bottom, now we're here, but we're still keep on climbing. That was a really nice touch. We'll talk about some of the other stuff that is happening, but like I love the introduction shot, or rather 38 seconds. And when we see the woods and it's upside down as he's walking forward, like his world is literally upside down. All of these characters are seemingly kind of like in a point of their life where they are doing the things that they either don't necessarily want to do, whether it's like being in that classroom, someone who seems to be like a student. There's like a burning paper, there's like pills, trying to numb the pain, if that's supposed to be like antidepressants, because I am a depressed individual as well. But the visuals with the female character was very reminiscent of, it got very Requiem for a Dream kind of vibes. Then we see that the tattoo machine. We see a lot of things that almost like kind of like represent in a way wanting to stay away from the norm, wanting to rebel, and be feeling as if you're like trapped in the current world that you are in. Literally, the guy is kind of like fighting the fence, the literal fence that is in front of him, that is kind of like representing a prison of sorts for his mind. You know, the guy in class is like going out of control because, you know, it just not finding your footing in life, and almost like feeling as if you're doing it for someone else and not for yourself. But in reality, you also don't know what you want to do. Let's take it back and talk a little bit about it. But then again, like the running scene that is upside down, again, much like the woods scene, is also kind of like your whole life is upside down. You're running in this, what looks like an infinite tunnel of darkness. And like literally there is no light at the end of the tunnel. So that's pretty interesting. And the guys in the black and white with the tattoos that are blurred, almost like to represent something that is taboo in a way. Smoking kills, as literally it looks like the pack is completely burned to shit. Let's look it back. I love this song. What the fuck? I'm surprised by some of the comments that I've seen. Trying to break habits, I guess. Oh. It's like running nowhere. Yeah, that's it's interesting. Like the lyrics almost like emphasize one aspect, while the actual music video is kind of like going up against the lyrics in a way, like running against what my family potentially wants me to be. I'm not going to be pressured, and I'm in this dilemma. Whereas lyrically, it's like I'm doing everything that I'm doing for my family, to keep food on the table, to make sure that everybody feels safe. So, and honor my family, which is a big thing, obviously, in a lot of like cultures, as far as like the honor of the family, and doing something just to keep that honor, and, you know, dishonoring your family by doing something that is completely taboo. Like the dancing scene with the girl could be considered to a lot of families in certain regions as something that is way out of line. Tattoos potentially as well. Smoking, pills, trying to you know, run away literally, but having nowhere to run because you don't know what the fuck you even want to do, but all you know is what you're being forced to is not what you want to do, kind of, I guess. Oh, and the breath, like literally like gasping for air, that was so powerful. Almost like an anxiety attack. Oh, tattoos are blurred. Damn. That's really interesting. Ooh. Damn. Oh. We're all connected. The struggle that connects us, maybe. That was really interesting. It's like he's suffering physically what he's suffering mentally, like they're both aching. This really kind of like represents, in a way, rebellion, I'm guessing, or what is considered by some to be rebellion. And just kind of like expressing yourself through, the underground scene of like music or skateboarding, fighting, and just doing the things that make you happy, and like the burning of the speakers and the guitar and everything else was kind of interesting. Is that supposed to represent fire as far as passion, or is that supposed to represent burning your passion for the sake of honoring your family, potentially, and kind of like suppressing something, and doing what the family wants or what will honor it? Anyway. This song is fucking dope. The rapping, the gentle vocals as well, amazing. Burning pages, is that supposed to be like education? That was really cool. Wait, hold up. He was just getting beat up and then he's by himself. Or did the guys leave that were beating him up? Damn. Yeah, burning all of the bad habits and whatnot. Whoa. Nice. That was dope. That's pretty dope. Damn. That was amazing. This is legitimately like easily top 10 BTS songs for me right now. Like I'm not sure what was the hate about, or maybe it's like the subject matter or something like that. I'm not really sure. But I love how like it has like that the instrument partially feels like a very retro hip hop, kind of like 90s, even like that little bit of like that GTA San Andreas sound to it, if that makes any sense. But the actual like story and like coming back home in this rough life and still prevailing and all that kind of stuff is just stop running away and face life as is. Because running away from it or masking it with pills or drugs, or booze, or just running away from it, you're wasting your life. So whatever you decide to do, even if it doesn't honor like family or it might put you in a difficult place, it would be better to face it than to keep on running and be so basically being constantly on the run and never achieving peace of mind. So that's kind of like my own, I guess, understanding of this music video. If you know a little bit more about like the original song, that was, from what I understand, heavily changed to BTS's version, both rhythmically, obviously lyrically, to make it more relatable to BTS, because like this fits so well within like the BTS storyline just in general. Like, I will complete myself. The battle is against me and myself, not me against the world. The world is not necessarily out to get me, kind of, sort of, as well. Um, like lyrically, there's definitely a lot of like hope and warmth. Whereas visually, they definitely express a lot of emotion, very raw, desperation, depression, anxiety, and just the strive towards escaping. Maybe this is all just kind of like not necessarily hypothetical, but just like these are more so worries that consume us. So our fears get the best of us and make us spiral out of control. Will I be accepted truly for who I am or not? Accept yourself first before worrying about anyone else, no matter how someone else may see you, as long as you are comfortable in your own shoes. And clearly all of these people in this music video are not comfortable, because there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of running away, a lot of desperation. Like the burning of the pills was a nice touch. Even like throwing the cigarettes was also a nice touch. The raw emotion with this guy was really, really dope. And like coming up to like this, it's almost like, in a way, the reveal of the cassette was kind of like music saving him specifically, and what music does to us and how it gets us out of a really bad situation. So the whole "I will complete myself" is so fitting to BTS, because unless you accept yourself for who you are and stop struggling and battling and like trying to do all of these crazy, nasty, bad things to yourself, no one can complete you until you complete yourself. I know that Jerry Maguire said differently, but you need to complete yourself first, and then let someone else kind of like add to it, not complete you though. So, yeah, this was beautiful. So, I love like the sense of overlaying positivity in the chorus, and like the coming back home, and I will complete myself, and warmer than the hearts that left. Like, these lyrics are absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure that even the tattoos were blurred in the original music videos, or are they blurred in this version. But it also kind of like symbolic in how like tattoos are treated in like survival shows, and just like in entertainment in Korea in general. Like, it's blurred, it's kind of like taboo. It's something that is not necessarily supposed to be out there, and yet like it's becoming more and more acceptable. And obviously Jungkook has like a fuck ton of tattoos. I also have a few. But yeah, I absolutely love the song, and I love the vibe of it. And I want to check out later on, probably off camera. I'm gonna check out like the original song, just to see what it's all about and how much it was changed. But yeah, this was dope. Let's move on to our next music video, which is going to be an 8, nearly 9-minute video. We're checking out Euphoria, the theme of Love Yourself, Wonder. Let's go. V's looking like he's about to stab someone. Oh, the jump. Okay. Like the hoodie and everything like reminded me of that. Yeah, going back. Yeah. And the lollipop was such a smart idea. The fact that it represented a cigarette and a bad habit. Jin, obviously, living kind of like in denial as far as like escaping the youth and going into adulthood. Very, yeah. Oh. Oh, that is so cool. They're all saving each other. Damn. That is so beautiful. Nope. Please don't. The blood being reversed, undoing basically the harm that I could have caused myself. I love that Jin is in the hospital outfit, like still a patient, like a really nice touch there. And taking that off and moving on to the next part, yeah, that's pretty cool. Man, that is so beautiful. There's a but, right? No. Is there a but? Euphoria. Oh. Oh yeah, I heard this melody. Nice. That's beautiful. Wait, the shot where they're walking together is kind of like, it reminds me of, wait a minute. Maybe I'm off, but it reminds me of a shot from a previous BTS music video. Let me find it. I'm pretty sure that it's from, I thought it was from Run, but no. There was like trains in the background. I thought this was, damn, never mind. Very interesting. Unfortunately, the captions are not available. We'll talk about the lyrics later, though. Oh, the color was lost there. That was interesting. Interesting. This is not the same bridge, right? Where J-Hope literally is kind of like passing out on, right? That's not the same bridge. Kind of reminds me of it. Oh, that shot is nice. Aw. Interesting outfits. Very matching of like the actual blue sea. Sorry, I don't match, but oh, sorry. It's just sorry. They looked at me as if I don't belong. But damn, that was the song itself is legitimately like euphoric as fuck. If I could describe it in one word, that melody is just beautiful. Oh, the same. Oh. Yeah, that looks like the same structure where V fell from. Oh, jumped from. Sorry. Deja vu? That's kind of ironic. Or symbolic. That V is the one that looks at Jin. Because V was the one who kind of like marked the line or the X with the spray can in a previous music video and kind of like and tore his house of cards to let him know that he doesn't actually belong. That's really, really interesting. Because Jin was like sort of in denial in accepting adulthood and whatnot. Damn. That was so he did jump, which then transitions to V. Or he has a smile. So did they cut back before he jumped or something? Or he didn't throw the... But damn. Damn. That was fucking beautiful. I love that the whole fucking thing started with them basically saving each other. Like Jimin and J-Hope. Jungkook and Suga when they were fighting in another music video. And then obviously the burning of the room, and basically Suga wanted in a way to kind of like end it and being saved. That was so fucking powerful. I also just gotta mention like how beautiful it was to see that Namjoon was also saved, because like when they threw the money on the ground, that showcased like the nastiness of what it's like being an adult, that it's a shit show, it's a rough world, much like they said, you know, in Come Back Home, it's a rough world. In this rough world, you know, I will complete myself and started from the bottom. Now we're still going up. And if you want to let me know what is the meaning of this, let me know, please, in the comment section. But like the lyrics have come back home in terms of like BTS as a group and getting stronger because we are together. It was so incredibly symbolic that, you know, in their most tragic states when they're alone, about to self-destruct, there's someone there to save them. And with the money, that was really, really dope. That you know, it showed that no matter how nasty this world will be, I will always be there for you. So as far as like the actual lyrics go, like literally, you are the cause of my euphoria, which is why it's so beautiful to see them all kind of going back to all of the darkest moments. V killing the male character, or what I thought in the beginning was kind of like the abusive figure, whether it's a dad or whoever, when in reality it was like killing youth. In a way it was all kind of like metaphoric is what I'm trying to say. You know, the pills with J-Hope, the tub with Jim, and the fire with Suga, the lollipop with RM, Jungkook getting beat up, Jin having like those paddles on the ground as well, and they were burning as well in the previous music video, if I'm not mistaken. Like they're all kind of like going back to the darkest moments and showing that they're there for each other. Um, like almost as if no matter how dark and shitty your situation is going to be, I'm never going to let go of your hand. So this almost kind of like feels uh, like a bit of a dream, especially with them wearing all of those white or little super light outfits, with Jungkook kind of like running away like the youngest, which he is, almost like not believing that he is so happy. In the same sense, there's like a similar sentiment to Jin, I guess, as well, at the end there. Like finally being happy and only being able to be happy when we are together. So I thought that was absolutely freaking beautiful. You're the sun that rose again in my life, the return of my childhood dreams. Um, I don't know what this feeling is. Perhaps this is also a dream. I get breathtakingly euphoric. The surrounding becomes more and more transparent. I hear the ocean from far away, as literally we have them sitting by the ocean. Take my hand now. You are the cause of my euphoria. Close the door now. When I'm with you, I'm in utopia. Like they're literally kind of like being in a euphoric state. So maybe it is kind of like a perfect scenario, or like the perfect dream of BTS's mindset. When they're all together, they truly feel the happiest. I thought it was absolutely fucking beautiful. Honestly, it was so incredibly poetic. Like to go from like my initial reaction and being so fucking like uh horrified by how dark and greedy the story was, to them, for them to go back to it and put a positive spin on it, that things, no matter how bad they get, I will always be there, because even the darkest moments with you still feel like euphoria. Let's move on to our final video for today, which is going to be the Love Yourself Tear Singularity comeback trailer. This is probably one of the most viewed trailers I think I've ever seen. So let's go. Very excited about this one. Oh, what the? That is so creative. Yeah, it's his own hand in there. Thought he had a special relationship with that coat hanger, but that was beautiful. It's almost like the coat hanger is like they did a really cool job of using it as like a vessel. Damn. Oh, and didn't even notice the guy's dying in the background. Nice. Ooh. Damn, these vocals are just so hauntingly beautiful. Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa, that is trippy. Damn. Oh my lord, this is just so intimate. Damn. Loved. Wait, let's take it back. This is supposedly like the trailer, and what should be coming after this is Fake Love. Yeah, okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Because wasn't there a flower in Fake Love, like in some kind of a structure? Damn. Damn, that is so creative. Holy shit, that was beautiful. Oh my god, that is haunting. Ooh. Holy shit, that was so fucking beautiful. Okay, so before we actually get into it, I had to look some stuff up. Apparently, there's like this thing that is kind of like a water grave. As far as I could find, that is supposedly a reinterpretation of a painting, and there's another visual here that is absolutely beautiful that is also supposedly a representation of another painting. But apparently, Namjoon revealed in a live that Singularity is based on a book called The Singularity is Near. And the book itself is based on the merge of human and artificial intelligence, which is kind of interesting because I don't necessarily feel like I thought of AI when watching this. The way this website kind of like talks about how Singularity incorporated the book's theory, which is talking about the combination of human and AI, how it would bring an irreversible change, and considered it an evolution. This will make the human realize that he is alone, singular, and unique. Although V at the end puts on that mask as like those in the background. but there's like a tier which is almost like black. Is that supposed to represent some sort of like toxicity in a way? But also, it was interesting how this music video using the coat hangers in such a creative way while putting what looks like the female clothing, but using your own hand as if like a touch that this puts fake love in a completely different perception for me now. Because I was like, fake love in terms of like not truly loving someone who loved you as if you were the only one, and then realizing that love was fake. But also fake love now, kind of like learning more about BTS and all struggles and idols in general, and how much shit they go through, and how some fans turn into toxic fans, and how that love also becomes a little bit fake in terms of I love you as long as you are the you that I quote unquote paid for. But the second you do something that is not my perception of you, like being caught, quote unquote, very hard quote, on V smoking, or Jungkook smoking, and people going crazy and wanting to be like the world is ending and all that kind of stuff, and suddenly hating them, or some other stuff that they may do when in reality they're fucking grown ass adults that can do whatever they want, and as long as you are not harming anyone. According to this website, Singularity is a song about someone who has awakened from a long sleep which had a sweet dream in it, as the starting lyrics state. A sound of something breaking, I awake from sleep. Apparently, the person was trapped in a beautiful dream of romantic love, hence fake love in the future, I'm guessing. As when you fall in love, it kind of like fucks up your senses. People go through extreme lengths for love, much like people go through extreme lengths to harass, stalk, and fucking go crazy for idols as well. Singularity, apparently, and kind of like, I guess, with the mask and like the tear and like the water grave in a way, and seeing your own reflection, like kind of like digging your own grave in a way by staying in this cycle. The agonizing phantom pain is still the same phantom pain, almost as if a pain that shouldn't exist in a place that I have lost, like in terms of like literal phantom pain, feeling pain in an area of the body that no longer exists, or phantom pain, I guess, in this case, like losing love and aching for it. Singularity and the whole BTS album showed how this becomes toxic. This is why V has finally woke up from this toxic love and has accepted his existence. He knows that he is singular, alone yet unique. The purple lights and the loved earring, which we touched on in the middle of the reaction, from Gucci, may I add, shows that he knows that he is now loved. Which is why, like, the coat it's almost like loving, literally like the title, Love Yourself. Because your love to yourself is the only love that actually is real. And he also says in the lyrics, can't go to sleep. Like, I can no longer go back to this dream of this fake love in a way. Like, I know now I have escaped the Matrix in a way. Like, I've taken like the red pill and I threw the blue pill out. I no longer want that medium rare steak from the movie because I know it's not real. And apparently the photos and the music video perfectly captures the book's essence. Okay, there's another meaning apparently to this music video, especially like the beginning, which creates the illusion of a romantic love, as it seems like V is with a woman that is touching his face, and then it's an illusion because it's himself. Apparently, many noted in their analysis and reactions to the music video the Greek myth of Narcissus is an important point in Singularity, and is signified through multiple visual and linguistic references, as well as being implicit in Taehyung's erotic obsession with his own body and its reflective surface. This can be interpreted as commentary on the importance of visuals, as Taehyung's extraordinary beauty is often discussed in the media, and in 2017 he was voted the most handsome face. I guess within like the idol industry, this puts almost like a forced notion that you almost like have to be a narcissist in a way. You have to Almost like instead of having a life where you have from the far, like it seemed like Taeyang was with a woman, but then he was with himself. Like that woman is not real. It's not possible because the idol life has took his youth. It took away any ounce that he had, any chance that he had at a relationship in a way, because he has to focus on being an idol and he has to focus on basically being obsessed with his looks, because being pretty is something that people really, really harp on, and some people can be incredibly nasty if they don't like something about an idol, about their face, about their weight, about something else, a tattoo, a mole, whatever the hell it may be. Like, people can be some incredibly mean fucking assholes. So it's really interesting. Also, he's saying, I buried my voice for you, which in terms of like talking to someone, like that fake love, like towards fans, potentially towards like the idol industry, like killing yourself, burying yourself for someone else, like the sore throat that he was talking about, burying his own voice, dumping myself into the lake, like him breaking through like what looks like ice or glass of sorts, like frosted screen or whatever. It's almost like him breaking through, seeing and realizing the reality of the situation, that it was all for nothing. I've done all of these things that were just a perfect dream of my relationship with you that ended up being a fake love. So it's really, really interesting. He talks about losing himself, like the flowers and the newspapers all over it, almost like feels like a funeral of sorts. But also the flowers, half of them seemingly kind of like dying and are on the ground. So this is really, really interesting because he talks about like dumping himself into the lake, but then he talks about, have I lost myself or have I gained you? And running again into that lake, seeing my face almost as if like I'm already buried as one of the many faces, like the masks that I wear and whatnot. But then talking about how spring will come and will melt the ice away and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really interesting. This is so incredibly haunting. Honestly, I don't really know uh what to say. This is so incredible, and I don't know what to say. This is fucking mind blowing. I wish I could talk a little bit more about this, but I feel like with the notion that a song like Fake Love is what comes after this, and like reading about what Namjoon revealed about the book that this is apparently based on, which I would have no idea. Like, there's so many different meanings to this song now, whether it's idol, life, whether it's relationship, whether it's apparently AI replacing you and you realize, or merging with AI and realizing that you are a singularity, and almost like, and the other aspect of being forced to be a narcissistic human being that is constantly kind of like almost like in love with themselves because you cannot get any love from anyone else because that woman doesn't exist, as the code hanger would suggest. It's all you, emphasizing love toward, or expressing love towards yourself. This was so incredibly fascinating, and the song itself is fucking iconic. Like, holy shit, this was incredible. I'm sure that there's so much more to it than just meets the eye. This was incredible. But the reality is that he kind of like breaks through and realizes the fake love, and that he's a singularity. He's singular, but then he puts on the mask. But then the black tear comes out, almost like, I'm not sure if it's supposed to represent like toxicity or like one of the many masks that I wear, but I'm still the real me. I put on the mask even though I know that it's all fake. So it's kind of like still running back towards that lake in a way. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe. If you're new, check out the rest of my BTS reactions in the playlist attached, and I will catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are. See you.